I'm going to go over some of the sharing features in Zoom that might make your life a little bit easier while you're trying to teach a class. Tech Teaching Tips, helping teachers find the best technology resources without breaking the bank or wasting time. So let's go over here to Zoom. I'm going to go ahead and start a new meeting. You can see there I am. I've got my camera. I've got my audio. I'm going to go ahead and mute my audio on this just so I don't get feedback while I'm recording. And then the next thing I want to do is go down here to share. Now, if I have all of my participants in my room, you'll see them over here and they'll be able to see all of this as well. So I'm going to hit share screen. And for the first one, I'm going to show you share the entire screen. So this will share, it'll put a green box around what you're sharing and it will share your entire screen. Now you can see I've got my controls here that I can move around. Students do not see these controls on their end, so don't worry about that if you're worried about them clicking things or being able to stop your share stuff. They don't see that on their end. Okay, so then once I have the box up here, the green box, then I can move anything into the green box and the students will be able to see that. So if I have a second screen that I have a PowerPoint running on, and I just want to share that screen, or I'm switching between a bunch of tabs and I don't want to have to reshare each tab every time, you can just share the entire screen. The other thing that you might want to check if you're sharing a screen and you have some audio is go to these three little dots over here, the More section, and then go down here to Share Computer Sound. That means that the video or anything that you're playing with the sound on your computer, it'll go through and the students will be able to hear that as well. Now, to stop the share, you just hit stop and it'll bring you back to your meeting. The next one I'm going to show you is the advanced, and then I'm going to share a portion of my screen. Now, you might be wondering, why am I only going to share a portion of my screen? This comes in handy if you only have one screen and you're trying to do multiple things at once. Maybe you've got people coming in and out of a classroom. You're doing small group work, or you need a timer, but you still need to do other stuff and see the class, but you've only got one screen to lay it out. So I'm going to hit share portion of screen. Drag this over here. And you can see it gives me a little green box that I can share whatever portion of my screen is available to students. So this could come in handy if I've got a timer and I only have one screen and I need just the kids to be able to see the timer portion of this. So I can take my 15-minute timer and I can shrink it down like this and put it in a portion of my screen. And I can put this box right around just the portion that I want them to see. And then I can hit share computer sound and then hit play. I can do whatever else I need to do over here on this portion of the screen that's not being shared to get ready for my next activity and without losing the layout space of one screen. Let's take a look at the share, and then we'll hit iPad or iPhone. And we'll hit share, and what you'll get is you'll get this warning here that'll pop up and it'll say on your iPad, connect to your network. Now this only works if your iPad or iPhone is connected to your same network as your computer. So here we go. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to tap on my iPad. I'm going to hit screen mirroring and it gives you the directions right here. And you can see here's my iPad ready to go with all of my apps that I can show. Anything else they might need to be able to do. I could share my notepad and type in here. I could, if I have a drawing activity, an art activity, I could do that. And I could draw on here, maybe with my stylus. It comes in really handy for notebook work, for demonstrations, as well as art activities. And to stop the share, I can either stop it from my iPhone, iPad, or I can go down here and hit stop share. And that takes me right back to where I was right at the beginning. Okay, let's go over sharing an app. So I go to share, and then under basic, I can pick either screen, which we talked about. I can pick my iPhone, iPad. I can pick any of these other apps that I have open. So let's say I'm working in Google Chrome, and you can see it puts a green box around my Google Chrome. And now I can share anything that's on that Google Chrome. So if I have multiple tabs open and I'm switching between different programs, you can just switch back and forth between them without having to reshare an entire screen or stop sharing. Now let's say you're in the middle of sharing an app and you need to share something else. You can either stop share and reshare, or if you just hit the new share button, it'll pop up and you can go back to sharing whatever it is that you need to share without having to stop the share and restart the share. So on the other side, it'll look like you've just switched videos. Let's say you just have some music or sound from your background that you're trying to play. Maybe it's a song on your computer, maybe it's a YouTube thing, and you don't want them necessarily, they don't need to see the video, you're just maybe doing background music for work time. You could hit share, and now you're sharing your computer sound, but you can see I don't lose my regular Zoom meeting with all of my participants. Well, thanks for joining us on another Tech Teaching Tips tutorial. I really hope you learned something with this, and be sure to click the subscribe button to get our latest updates. If you like what you see in this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment below.